Okay, viewers, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to another edition of another interesting video on Uncle Sam Excellent Tutorial Center on YouTube. Please stay tuned as you watch all of our videos. But if you're new here, consider to subscribe, to like, comment, tell us what you feel about our videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Click on the subscription button, click on the notification button to be notified whenever a new video is posted. Subscribe, go ahead, click on and do your subscription. If subscription is free, just click on subscription, click on the subscription button just like you're seeing on the screen. Go ahead and subscribe, invite your friends, invite your neighbors, invite everybody in your house to subscribe. Subscription is free. Please subscribe to our channel. Our channel is very amazing. It contains so many amazing information. Subscribe to my channel and you will never miss any interesting video. Okay, enjoy the other parts of the videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. Continue and enjoy. Here we are again. We continue from where we actually stopped. In the last video, we stopped at number 28. Now we continue to number 29 and we push on from there. So number 29 is actually very simple. Number 29 is very simple, though it's somehow trickish, but it's simple. So don't be scared of any question in mathematics. Mathematics is actually your friend, and of course you can play with it. It's just a little concentration, a little determination, and a little commitment before you know you get your question solved. So number 29, the mean age of 5 girls is 16 years. If 3 of them are 8, 12, and 16 years old, how old is one of the other 2 girls if they have the same age? Now take note of that language. If they have the same age, which means they have made the question easier, which means the questions have been made easier for you. If the 2 of them have the same age, that means whatever variable we are choosing, it's going to be the same for the 2, of course, for the 2 of them. So let's go ahead. Remember that average is equals to total number all over sets of numbers. Set of what? Numbers. That is just what I mean. Total number all over set of numbers. Set of number, what I mean is that if there are 5 numbers, we'll just say 5. If there are 6 numbers, we say 6. If there are 7 numbers, we say 6. Then total number is just the summation, the sum of those numbers. So in this case, we have the average is given to us. They say the mean, or okay, the average is the same thing as the mean, so don't get confused. So average is the same thing as the mean. So even they say mean or average, still the same thing. The way you do mean is the way you take care of average. In short, mean and average are the same, just the language that they are using. So 2 of them are the same thing. So we have been given that the mean of the 5 girls is 16. So we put 16 here for the 5 girls to be 16. Now the age of the other girls have been given to us. The first 3 girls have been given to us. We have 8 plus we have 12. We are going to sum all their ages. That is the total number. Plus we have 16. Now remember that those other 2 girls, they say they are having the same age. That their age are the same. So if we say let x be for for each of the girls, the age of the girls become x. So we have x for the first girl and x again for the second girl. So we have x plus x plus x. Now that is x plus x, which means x is for the first girl, x and that x for the second girl. I'm talking about those remaining 2, those other 2 girls according to the question. The other 2 girls, since they're having the same age, that is why I'm using x for the first one and still x for the second one. All over the set of number. Remember the question said there are 5 girls, rather 5 girls. And if you can't, you find out that there are 5 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. So set of numbers. We have 5. So 5. So you go ahead and solve this. We have interpreted the equation into mathematics, so we can go ahead and solve. Now let's take care of the numerator here. So we have our 16 is still left here, equals to, so 8 plus 12 we have 20. 20 plus 16 we have 36. 36 plus, now x plus x, that is talking about 1x plus 1x, we have 2x all over 5. All over 5. So if you have taken care of that, of course we can cross multiply. This time this over 1. If you like, you can indicate it. So over 1. So 16 times 5, and of course this time, so we have 16 times 5. We are cross multiplying this time this time this. So 16 times 5. So the whole of this 1 times 36 plus 22x. 1 times 36 plus 2x. Now 36 plus 2x is a bracket, so you use that bracket. You're using that bracket to multiply this one, so we have that this will be equals to 36 plus 2x. Now if you go ahead and do this, 5 times 6. So if you want to arrange that, I'm just doing that. Okay, let me arrange it here so that those who are having problem with that will just get this issue clear. So next time we're not going to do this again. So 5 times 6, that is why you must know your multiplication table very, very well for you to be able to cope. Remember, you'll not be using calculator. You may only be given maybe your 4-figure tables and all that. Of course, you are expected to get a 4-figure table, master it, and of course, get used to it. Now, but let's deal with this with our knowledge of multiplication table. So 5 times 6, we have 30. You drop 0 rather, and carry 3 to the next number. So 5 times 1, we have 5, plus 3, we have 8. So our answer becomes 80. So here we have 80. We write that down. Now we have our 36 plus 2x. Of course, we have to move the real number to meet this. So we have 80 minus, this is a plus. This is plus 36. As it's crossing the equality sign, it becomes a negative. So negative 36 equals to 2x. Now, if you take care of this, 80, take care of that, 80 minus 36. I want us to do all the solving. That is why I'm doing this. So take care of this. We have here. So 10 minus 6, you have 4. And of course, 7 minus 3, you have 4. So we have 44 here. We have 44, which now equals to 2x. Of course, by the time you divide both sides by 2, divide here by 2. Why we are doing that, so that we can cancel this and have our x. So whenever you have that, divide both sides by the coefficient, not numerator, the coefficient of the variable, like s. Now we do that. Now we go ahead. 44 divided by 2. If you divide 44 by 2, and I'm sure you're going to have 22. Why? 2 will go into 4. That is 4 divided by 2, you have 2. 4 divided by 2, you have 2. So you can divide them individually. So 4 divided by 2, you have 2. 4 divided by 2, you have 2. That is what I mean by 4 will go into 4. You have 2 will go into 4, you have 2. 2 will go into 4, you have 2. Which will be equals to. So this, you have x. So you can see that we have x. Therefore, we can now say that x is equals to 22. Now go back to the equation. The equation says, the question says, how old is one of the other girls? Now we said each of the girls, one of the girls should be x, the other one should be x. So we have gotten the x. So one of the girls is 22 years. And if you go and check the answer is D. The answer is D. From this question, the answer is D. So D is our answer. Now, question number 30. Question number 30. Question number 30 says, 7 students score 4, 7, 8. 30 students score 4, 7, 8, 6, 5, 9, 8 in a mathematics test. What is the range of the scores? Remember, I told you that range is the highest number minus the lowest number. So range is equals to the highest number. It's equals to the highest number. Let me write it here so that you see. The highest number minus the lowest number. So the highest minus the lowest. So if you look at the set of numbers that are given to us, the highest number here is 9 and the lowest number is 4. So we simply say 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4, which will give us 5 if you do your calculation very well. And if you check in our options, we have that B is the option B. So I've indicated that B. Now the next question number 31. Question number 31 is a bit serious. So we're going to do a little expansion there. X minus 2x squared. X minus 2, that is x minus 2 in bracket. That is, you're squaring the bracket. Note that there will be 2 brackets now. So let's go ahead and solve that. We are asked to find what is the coefficient of x in the expression. So we have to solve first. By the time we finish solving, we now know which one is the coefficient of x after solving. So go ahead and solve this. Now these are 2 brackets. X minus 2 times x minus 2. So 2 ways, like I wrote in the last one we solved. So you have this x minus 2 in bracket. You have x minus 2 in bracket. Now, we solve this. Now, we use one of the bracket to multiply the other one. That means if we are using the first bracket, we have x into x minus 2. Take this minus 2 into x minus 2. That we are using this, each of the variable here to multiply the numbers, the second bracket. So if we go ahead with that, x times x, we have x squared. X times minus 2, we have minus 2x. Minus 2 times x, we have minus 2x. Minus 2 times minus 2, minus times minus is plus. 2 times 2, we have 4. So our answer is plus 4 there. So we can take care of this. These are, they are the same in terms of terms. They are like terms. So we can actually sum them together or take care of them the way they are. So we have our x squared. Now remember, we have minus 2 minus 2. Minus minus is plus. So 2 plus 2, you have 4. So if you have 4, you write your 4 down. Now go to the numbers. Each of them are having minus. So no one is greater than the other. So we pick the sign of any of them. We pick minus. Since each of them having the same sign, we pick minus, which is sign of one of them. So we pick minus, attach the x that you have. So that is how to take care of this place. Take care of this place here. That is how to take care of this place. Then you bring down your plus 4. Now when you're through, you can actually see that this is what you are looking for. This is what you're looking for. You're looking for minus 4x. So the coefficient of x will now be equals to minus 4. Why? Because minus 4 is actually the number behind x. That is what is meant by coefficient. Coefficient is just the number. The number behind a variable becomes the coefficient of that variable. Remember, I told you we have variables. Your variable, x may be 4 in this equation, and another equation may be 5. That is why it's a variable. But 4 is always 4, whichever equation it appears. So the number behind a variable will give us the coefficient of that number. So coefficient of that number is actually the number behind the variable. So that is our answer. Answer is minus 4. Now, if you go to your option, you check your option is minus 4, which is in A. Option A. Now, question number 32. Question number 32. Question number 32 says a man receives 7.5% commission on his sales. Calculate his commission for selling an item for 70 naira. Calculate his commission for selling an item for 70 naira. So if they are going to be paying the man 7.5% commission for selling any of the item, and he has been able to sell item worth 70 naira, so we just take how do we calculate that? Just say 7. We just go ahead and say that 7.5% of 70 naira. That's just the calculation. 7.5% of 70 naira. So that is just the calculation. We'll go ahead. Of course, you know how to deal with percentage. This is 7.5 divided by 100 times 70 naira. I'm doing this. If it were to be maybe 7, I would just say 7 over 100. I'll just say 7 over 100 times 70. But 9 is a kind of a fraction. It's a fraction itself, so we have to write it in this form, the way I've written it, to make it easier for us. So 7.5 over 100. So let's change this mixed fraction to improper fraction. 7 times 2 times 7, we have 14. 14 plus 1, we have 15. All over our 2. So divide by our 100 now times our 70 naira. So of course we can, we can change this. We can change this over 1. So we can change this to become 15 over 2 times 1 over 100. Of course, you know that when the division sign changes to multiplication sign, the fraction on your right, remember the fraction on your right, not the one on your left. The fraction on your right will invert. what I mean is that the numerator becomes denominator becomes the numerator. So that is how it works. So you have your times 17 naira here. So I can actually bring that out. So with that, I can actually, okay, this is over 1. So I can cancel that. 0 we cancel 0. That is taken care of. I think that is all. That is all we can do with that. So we multiply the numerator, multiply the numerator, multiply the denominator. So when we multiply the numerator, multiply the denominator. So the numerator now we have 15 times 7. 15 times 7. So let's go ahead and multiply that. 15 times 7. 15 times 7. 7 times 5 is 35. We drop our 5, carry 3. 7 times 1. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 3. We have 10. So we have 110 there. So we have 110. We have 105 rather. This time this is 35. Okay, 105. So we have 105 all over. We have 2 times 10 times 1, which is 20. 2 times 10 times 1, which is what? 20. Now we can look at a way of dividing this without any stress, but you can go ahead and divide it whichever way you think you can divide it. But let's use long division to divide this. Now a way of dividing this, I know that if you don't want to use long division, maybe you're in exam condition, you don't want to use any long division, you just go ahead. Now you know that 5 times 10, 5 times 20 rather, 5 times 20 will give us 100. 5 times 20 will give us 100, which means it's just remaining 5 to make it 105. So we just say that 20 will go into 105 5 times, because 5 times 20 is what? 5 times 20 is 100. So we have 5 remaining. So 5 all over 20. Of course, you can cancel that. The 5 that remaining will say 5 over 20. So we can actually cancel that. 5 can divide itself 1. 5 can divide this place. We have 4. Because 5 can divide 20 4 times. So we'll be having 5 whole number 1 over 4. So by the time you change 1 over 4 to decimal, you're going to be having, we have 5 whole number. When you change 1 over 4 to decimal, let's do that. Use your long division, 1 over 4. Change it to decimal. So this will become, take the 1 inside. We have the 4 outside. The 1 inside and the 4 outside. So we have our 4 here. So 4 we go into 1, cannot. We put a 0 point here, attach a 0 here. So 4 we go into 10, we have 2. 2 times 4, we have 8. Do your subtraction. 10 minus 8, you have 2. By the time you add another 0 here, so 4 will go into 20, we have 5. So 5 times 4 will give us 20. Take care of this. This minus this will give us 0. So with that, we have gotten that 1 over 4 is 0.5. So by the time you add the decimal of 1 over 4, which is 0.5, to this whole number, so 5 plus 0.5, if you do your addition very well, find out that you're going to have 5.25. 5.25. Don't forget our naira sign because we're dealing with naira. We have 5.25. That is 5 naira 25 kobo. So that is going to be the commission of this particular man that have sold this item. So if you check your question, you check through your option, you find out that the option is D. The correct option is D. Don't mind this. They put naira in the other ones. They did put naira in this one. So the correct option is D. D, which is 5 naira 25 kobo. So that is the correct option, D. So let's indicate it here, since we are not cycling there. So number 33, the next question. Our next question is number 33. So number 33 says, question number 33 says, convert 432 to 432 base 5. You can see there is a 5 there. Are you seeing that small 5? There is 5 here. Everything is written as a base. It's not S. It's not S. Rather, it's 5. So 432 to base 5 to a number in base 10. 432 base 5 to a number in base 10. We're asked to do that. So for us to convert that, remember when you're taking from other bases to base 10, you have to use the easiest method is expansion method. Though we actually have a continuous addition and all that. So the easiest one is actually expansion method. So for us to do that, 432 base 5. 432 base 5 to base 10. That will be equals to. Now you can go to each of the number, start with 0, 1, make it very small, 0, 1, and 2. 0, 1, and 2. 0, 1, and 2. You place those numbers on top of the numbers you're dealing with. So I'm going to be using these numbers I have placed up here, starting from 0. Remember, you count from your right hand side to your left hand side. So that will be, I use the base to multiply this number times the base, then raise the base to the power of whatever you have put up here. So you have 2. The first number here is 4, so I'm starting with that side. So 4 times, the first number here is 4, starting from the left hand side. So 4 times 5, 4 times 5, remember, is the base you're raising to the power. So 4 times 5 raised to power 2 plus 3 times 5, the next number is 3, so 3 times 5 raised to power 1. You can actually use a bracket so that you don't get yourself confused. So plus 2 times 5 raised to power 0. So you do that. So the next one will go on with this. The time we go on with this, now we can clear this. This will become equals to 4 times 25, because 5 raised to power 2 is 25. That is 5 times 5, which is 25. So we have this. We can actually join this together. This one, we can join this one together, since we know that 5 raised to power 1 is 5. So we can say 5 times 3, which is 15. We can take care of that. Now don't forget, I told you in our previous video that anything raised to power 0 is 1. The whole of you, as fat, as big, as beautiful as you are, raised to power 0 is 1. So 5 raised to power 0 is 1. So that is why we can say 2 times 1 instead of 2 times 0. Don't make the mistake of saying 5 raised to power 0 is 0. Rather, 5 raised to power 0 is 1. Be careful with that aspect. Go and revise your indices very, very well. Now 2 times 1 becomes 2, so we have plus 2. Now 4 times 25, of course, you know that 4 times 25 will give us 100, because 25 times 2 is 50, and that 25 times 2 50. So by the time you add them together, you get 100. So 4 times 25 we get 100 plus our 15 plus our 2. So let's add up everything together. 100 plus 100 here plus 15, we have 115. 115 plus 2, we have 117. 117. We have 117. Remember, is to base 10. Is to base 10. You can write it in letter form. You can write it in figure form, whichever form you want to write it. So that is, so our answer become 117 base 10. So we have successfully converted from 432 in base 5 to 117 in base 10. So let's check our answer. So by the time you check your answer among the options, find out that the correct answer there is B, which is 117. So our answer is B. So this is where we'll stop for this particular video. That was an interesting video. We learned a lot on Uncle Sam tutorials. We're able to solve so many equations. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and click on the subscription button like you're seeing. Click on the subscription button, it's just beneath the video. Click the subscription button, and don't forget, subscribe, invite your friends, invite them to subscribe yourself. Please subscribe our channel so that you get interesting videos. Don't forget, subscribe to our channels, and as soon as you subscribe, you see that you'll never miss any of our videos. So subscribe to my channel and never miss a new video. New videos will be posted, so your comments are welcome. Please send your comments to me. Check on the comment bar below. Make your comments. Tell me what you feel about the video and questions you need us to solve, and we'll quickly solve that for you. Bye for now.